Everybody, this is Dave Nassi with nextlevelguitar.com, and today we're going to talk about another alternate picking lick that you can do to isolate these different string groupings and just become comfortable with the overall technique. Today what we're going to talk about is playing our scales in certain number groupings, right? This creates a really cool rhythm as you work them up to speed, and this is a characteristic that you'll often find in some of today's playing. Alright, so everybody, one thing that I would like to mention, if you would like a free video lesson that is not available on YouTube and a coinciding ebook, please click on the link that you see below. Again, it's a free lesson that you won't find here on YouTube and a coinciding ebook. So again, what I'm going to do is I'm going to show this example within our diatonic scale shape in the key of G. We're going to start on D and we're going to play our mixolydian scale. Okay, the scale looks like this. Alright, so what we're going to talk about is playing things in a group of 6 notes, right? So when we're alternate picking, we want to make sure and be conscious of a few things that are very, very important. And the most important is the way that we're holding our pick. Again, when you hold your pick, what you want to think about is how we're going to plane across the guitar. Now naturally, if I have a really flat surface area as I go across the guitar, that's going to slow me down a little bit as I go. So what I like to do is I like to bring in my first finger, which gets my thumb to bend there right at the joint, and it angles my pick at a 45-degree angle as I go across the strings here. This is going to enable me to move much more smoothly across the guitar and as well control some of the palm muting that needs to happen when we play these licks with a heavy distorted tone, right? And it gives you just a bit more control as we work on that alternate picking motion. Okay, so again, like I said, we're going to do the D mixolydian scale shape and we're going to start working in a group of 6 notes. Something that I will do that's different this time though is we're going to start descending. We're going to start up on our highest string and we're going to start on our G note, okay? So to explain this really easily, all you got to do is play 6 notes and you start over again in your sequence. So you have descending now. Very important to say as I'm descending through this, I start with an upstroke. I find that you can move much more quickly through the guitar when you start playing this exercise of 6 notes per 6 note groupings. I find that you can play it much quicker when you start with an upstroke. So what I got here is I'm going to start on my G note and I have my half step to my whole step, starting that with an upstroke. So that's going to be up, down, up, going to my D note, down, up, down. Right? That's 6 notes. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. From there, I'm going to continue on, starting again on my B string, giving me another group of 6 notes. Staying very easily to that scale shape. You could really simply say that when you play this technique, an easy way to remember it is to think that you're going to basically double up on every string within the scale except on your high E and your low E. That's going to create your sextuplet feel as you go through the scale shape. So again, a little bit quicker, you have this. This is a really good beginning alternate picking lick because what it does is it enables you to isolate your movement and really kind of double up as you go across the fretboard, and enables you to pick a bit more and to get really comfortable with the distances that are created with the scale shape. So again, a little bit quicker, it sounds like this. Alright, when you get that guy up to speed, it sounds like this. Right? When you're angling your pick, you get that real percussive sound across your strings. Right? It affects your tone the way that your pick is angled, so it's important to make sure that we're picking in a good portion of the guitar as well. Very important to say, think of the tension of the guitar, right? As you move closer this way towards the neck, you've got a looser string tension than you do as you move further back across the neck. So I like to place my hand, in this case I've got a Floyd Rose tremolo system, but I like to lightly rest my hand and palm mute it a little bit so I can control or dampen the notes as they come off of the guitar, so that way with my distorted tone or my overdriven sound, I don't have any bleeding or any carryover of notes as I go through the lick. And again, like I said, we want to pick a little bit closer here. I would say from this portion of the guitar, we just move back a little bit. The tension of the guitar is just tight enough for you to play this lick pretty quickly. So again, the lick slow. And again, fast. Okay, so what we're going to do then is we're going to try playing things in a group of 7. And what this is this is very Rusty Cooley style, right? And you find this in a lot of the newer metal players these days. They do this type of sequence quite a bit. So this is actually pretty simple. You're going to start again descending, and we're going to play 7 notes on each string. So that gives us 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Now when you break that down, it's a lot of descending and ascending in one position, but it gives you this. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Different than the previous lick, I do start this with a downstroke instead of an upstroke. So as I play through my scale shape, that's going to give me this. All right, again, one more time, play it a little bit quicker. And when you play it up to speed, you get this. So what's really cool with this one, let's move this into a different position here, right? We're going to take our A minor pentatonic scale. Typically, in its first position, it looks like this. And we're going to move it 3 notes per string as we work up the fretboard. So let me break this down. The reason why we're going to show you this lick played in descending 7s is a really, really cool lick to practice, okay? So our notes are going to go just like this. On our 6th string, we're going to have 5, 8, 10, where that's going to give you A, C, D, right? From the 5th string then, we're going to jump up to our 7th fret, and we're going to go E, G, A. Go down to the 4th string, we're going to go A, C, D one more time. From there, we're going to jump up to our 3rd string now. Now it's a whole step distance that we're jumping. And we're going to go 9, or E, G, A, right? Creating quite a distance here. You've got that minor 3rd stretch with your 3rd finger into the whole step distance there with your pinky, right? So far that's given us this up to that point. Right? From there, we're going to move up to the 2nd string. We're going to start on our A note. That's on our 10th fret. And we're going to do the same thing. You're going to notice the consistency here. We're always going to have that minor 3rd distance into our whole step with our pinky. Jump up to the high E on the 12th fret. 12, 15, and 17. So when you play through that, that's going to give you this. Okay, so we were just talking about playing in descending 7s. Let's put that into this lick. That will sound like this slowly. Again, a downstroke as I go to each string. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. That's a whole lot of notes to pick, right? But when you get that going, it sounds just like this. Alright, one more time. When you descend in a group of 7 notes, it sounds just like this. This has been Dave Nassy with NextLevelGuitar.com. And again, this is another alternate picking lick that you can practice and throw into your everyday. And I look forward to seeing you in some future video segments.